Welcome everybody to our Saturday Witty Connect and Collaborate. Great session with breakout rooms for the first half. Now we have Hooman, who we've had on several times before when he was going all around the world putting up murals to support the women getting persecuted in
Oh
Iran.
yeah, the murals.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Hooman, I'm going to turn it over to you, and I'm excited to hear about your adventures at Rice and what we have coming up.
Thanks so much, David. So, yeah, hey everyone, thanks for having me back. It's an honor to be here. I love the Witty community. I don't know about you guys, but I am looking forward to the day that we actually have a Witty event in person, face to face, David.
We've been
Let's
having,
vote.
I think we're gonna do one up at your hotel, right?
Yeah,
With
I'm a
Hotel
hundred.
Zombie.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
Bay Area. All right, so real quickly about me, I'm the only artist in the world asked by the state of Israel to make murals in support of the women of Iran. Now, the reason
Yeah.
this is a big deal is because Israel's the only country in the Middle East that allows a mural to be shown with a woman and her hair being shown. So, to this day, there's still no murals in Afghanistan, Qatar, Lebanon, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Iraq. And so, these murals were incredibly important. When I started putting murals up, I was number 40 or number 50 to the game. And that's a really important point. So I'm just gonna share my screen here real quick and just show you a few of the murals and then tell you what I'm about to do because the reason we're doing this today is September 16th. 2025 is going to be the 3-year anniversary of the murder of Masa Amini. And that's right around the corner. And so when David and I were talking about the murals and stuff, he's like, look, this significant date's coming up. Come on and sort of tell everyone what's happening and what you're hoping to do. So hopefully you all can see this. This mural I helped birth in San Francisco. I didn't design it. The artist is the woman there. And this picture went viral. And this is the miracle of the story. There's a billion pictures uploaded to Instagram every day. When this picture went viral, this woman here saw it. Her name is Fleur Hassan. She's the vice mayor of Jerusalem. I was introduced to her by this woman here, Emily Schrader. And Fleur said, I want murals in Israel. I want to show the world that we Jews are standing with those freedom fighting women. So 26 days after meeting her, that's the first mural that went up in Jerusalem. So here you can see 4 women, all 4 of these women murdered for showing their hair. These two were 15, these two were 20. But you see the hair. And I know it's hard for the Western mind to wrap your heads around the fact that people get killed for showing their hair, but it's a real thing in the Middle East. And so the artist I collaborated with, her name is Anna Kogan. She said, let's unite them with their hair. Let's have the hair be the thing that bonds them together. So you have the words woman, life, freedom in Hebrew, Arabic, Farsi, and English. And then here we are all up here. And on this day, January 9th, 2023, the eyes of the world came to Israel. And for one day and one day only, everyone loved Israel. January 9th, 2023. If you want to know what day it was that day. After that, I sort of called the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Israel. They gave me a name of an artist named Benzi Brafman, and he suggested Nazareth. Now, the thing about Nazareth that's very complex is Nazareth is entirely Arab. There's no Jews living in Jesus's hometown. But I walked the streets for 7 hours, and by the grace of God, I got a mural up. I got a wall. The miracle of this one is the wall is owned by 2 Muslim men, designed by a Persian Christian, painted by a Russian Jew. These people were all killed by the Islamic regime, all 15 of them. And it was in this mural that this phrase was born. It's time for the Esthers of the world to rise up. If they don't kill a woman for showing their hair, one of the things they'll do is they'll shoot out one of their eyes. So this woman's eye was shot out, and this woman's eye was shot out. And I found this artist in Budapest, and this is what she does for people missing an eye. Called her up, said, I'm stealing this design. And so this is the third mural. It's in a city called Netanya, which is just north of Tel Aviv. It's sort of the place where the Jews and from France who flee France, this is where they go. They go to this city here in Netanya. So if you ever end up in Israel, you look at the menus at the diners and stuff. They're in English, Hebrew, and French. And then here's the fourth mural, and that's the Bird of Israel. Now, the reason I show you these four murals so quickly is something very significant happened after I made these four murals. Remember, I was number 40 or number 50 to the game. I was very late. The Islamic regime didn't care about the murals in America or Canada or Australia or Europe. But as soon as I put four in Israel, the Islamic regime of Iran made their own mural. They made a mural of an atomic bomb. And on the atomic bomb, they wrote 400 seconds to Tel Aviv in Hebrew on it. So I got a big reaction out of them. And that was sort of what I was hoping for and wanting. I'm gonna just show you this one real quick. On October 7th, two of the women that were murdered were Persian Jews, and here is one of the Persian Jews. Her name is Sherelle Haimpour. I took her face, I turned it into a mosaic, and I put all the victims of October 7th in her face. I'm going to show you one other quick one, and then I'll show you where we're at today. This woman, her name is Kosar. She won the silver medal for Iran in archery. She showed her hair. They shot out one of her eyes, so she can't do archery anymore. I made this mural of her. It's in Tel Aviv. But the reason I'm showing you this is I created that symbol of the hand of Israel and the hand of the Iranian flag pre-Islamic regime making a heart together. Once again, the Islamic regime saw it and they made their own mural. They made a mural of an Iranian man and a Palestinian man, and they even used the heart as well. And they put these all over Tehran as well. And in Farsi, it says, "Our hearts are one." So once again, we got a huge reaction out of them. Fast forward to today, what's happening? Well, I'm a Christian. I go to church. This woman was praying over me. She said, God wants murals in America. And I'm like, okay, where do I put them? And we realized they need to go on college campuses. Through a series of crazy miracles, I end up in Texas, namely Houston, namely Rice University. And at Rice University, I got in touch with a few professors, but the professor I got in touch with that really holds the keys to the kingdom is this man. His name is Dr. Alexander Bird, and he ultimately said yes to the mural. There was a lot of pushback originally, but this is the guy who said yes. And once again, I was able to get the first Woman Life Freedom mural up on a college campus in Rice University. Now, this building is called the Multicultural Center, and the Hamas protesters had hijacked the university, and they were shouting all the very worst things you could possibly imagine. And they had put up their own mural illegally without the school's permission, and it stayed up for 2 months. They had renamed the school to the University for Gaza. So this picture is circled, and you can see the wall is the same, and it's the exact. So this fell down after a big storm hit Houston, Texas, and then they never put it back up. And then my mural got to go on the wall that it was standing in front of. So, where am I at today? Well, let me tell you where I'm at today and where I could use the witty people's help. Right now, whether you agree or don't agree, the eyes of the world, the eyes of the whole world are on Washington, D.C. And the reason they're on Washington, D.C. is because the crime has dropped 84% in 4 weeks. There hasn't been a murder in 4 weeks. Everyone is looking at D.C. And I really feel called to put a mural up. So if you look at a map of Washington, D.C., it's in the shape of a diamond, and it's 10 miles by 10 miles. And so there's 700,000 people that live there. As we all know, it's the number one murder capital of America. For those of us who are Americans, we know that. And I really want to put one there. And I want to put one there on, as I mentioned at the beginning of the talk, on September 16th, which is really, really soon. So I jump on a plane tomorrow and I'm going to do exactly what I did in Nazareth. I am going to go door to door, knocking on doors, asking people if I can have their wall. I have reached out to every person I know, whether they're a congressman or a senator or whoever. But I need some help. So if anyone has any thoughts about the best way to get a wall in DC, that would be great. and then obviously unveiling something on the 3-year anniversary of Masa Amini would cause huge waves because yes, I want to inspire the women of Iran to keep fighting. Yes, I want to show the world that in Iran you have real life women superheroes. I want these things to be known, but I really want to upset the Islamic regime of Iran. I want them to be uncomfortable. I want them to say, how did this mural get up in DC? You know, the Islamic regime of Iran has 100 spies in DC. 100. And so they just sort of walk around, they observe, they try to influence different lobby groups, so on and so forth. So to go into their front yard and put up a mural will really, really get a reaction out of them. So this is sort of where I'm at, and I appreciate you guys taking a moment to listen. And if anyone has any thoughts, please let me know.
Does anybody have any questions? I know I did see Brad Parks earlier, by the way, Human. He does have a good contact who like runs the something with artists or something for DC. So he's reaching out to them today.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
I have something for you, Human. I
Yes.
understand the mural, right? But could it be a temporal one? Maybe even if the mural was in a high def with a projection on walls that you can move around the city so they can't actually keep up with you. You're constantly moving around the city. They just show up one mural on one side, second side, kind of guerrilla nature of it. And maybe
Yeah, so I've definitely thought about that because that idea had come up 1,000 times in Israel because I had all these crazies coming up to me saying, let's project it on the Temple Mount, right underneath the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock. And I'm like, listen, I cannot get banned. I mean, I can literally do anything. I can do what the Hamas protesters did at Rice. I just once you break the rules, you're in a different category. And
right.
the category you're in is this guy is very dangerous. And even if we have a legit wall, we don't know if we want to give it to him. So, I've designed some murals that are so controversial, I'm even nervous to put them up myself. So if I could just follow the rules, that would be a little bit better. But I understand what you're saying, Lionel. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm hoping that the right wall will present itself.
But if it does, let's talk about
If it doesn't, yeah, I'm gonna be projecting. You're right.
Or you could get permission to project, right? I mean, my brother has his a right. Yeah.
You can, yeah, no, you're 100% right. And that's a real possibility. When people say don't paint on my wall, can you hang a banner? I'm 100% okay with that. In Israel, 9 of the murals are banners, 9 of them are painted.
or project on the wall for one moment in time to capture it in film or video, and then it lives forever.
Yeah, and I also want to say this. I don't have an endless well of money. I basically pay for all these myself. It's not like I have a nonprofit helping me. So I have to be a little bit wise with the dollars I spend. Just flying to DC is expensive.
Agreed.
Right. All right. Thank you, Lionel. Okay, we have the mystery person, Witty Corporate. Would you like to ask a question?
Uh, sh-
Hey there.
sure, David. I was wondering about the Holocaust Museum.
If you know someone over there, I would love to put one at the Holocaust Museum or the Museum of the Bible. I just want an outside facing wall. I don't want an inward facing wall.
No, I don't have any contacts there, but I
Oh.
think they'd be worth a cold call if you go show them what you've already done.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. I'll
or
walk over
go to a
there.
synagogue and get somebody who has a contact with the museum.
Yeah, absolutely. No, those are great ideas. It's just, you know how it is when you go in cold. They don't know who you are, they don't know your background. So if you have a contact, that's a really nice. What are you holding up for? Is that something you want us to see?
No, no, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. It was something else. I got distracted for a
Oh, that's
second because
okay. All right. That's a great
no,
idea. Thank you.
I don't have any contacts, but like I say, you have a presentation you can give that shows them who you are and what you've accomplished. So preferably having a person introduce you is good. And I think synagogues are your best bet.
Thank you, Carolyn. I
All
appreciate it.
right, I think I have a contact there too. Okay, Michael, go for it.
Yeah, so I was wondering if you'd be willing to share some of your controversial murals that you have yet to put up yet.
Mm.
I don't want to show it yet because I can show you the one that I want to show unveil in I can show you the one I want to unveil in DC though. I'll show you that. So this is it right here. So when the eyes of the women started getting shot out in Iran, the Persians invented this phrase "all eyes on Iran," and then it got hijacked. And so you saw right after that, "all eyes on Gaza." Then you saw "all eyes on Ukraine." Then you saw "all eyes on Sudan." But this was really originated by the Persians. You have woman, life, freedom. You have the hand of America and Iran coming back together so that we'll reunite them. Um, Here are the two Persian Jews killed by Hamas. Here's Masa Amini. This woman, her name is Yalda, and she's Persian. And she was, so if they don't kill you or shoot out your eye, they'll rape you every day in prison for 30 days. And so she's now living in Turkey. This woman sang a song and was put in prison because it criticized the government. This woman walked around with her bra and panties. She's now in an insane asylum. But this is basically the mural I want to put up. And it's a lot more layered than that, but it's what I'm sort of shooting for next.
Thank you. Great question, Michael. Okay, Doug, go for it.
Yeah, I did a quick search on Gemini, and here were some places that they said you could that they support walls locations. So maybe take a look at that. The other one is Tulsi Gabbard, who's the director of director of national intelligence. I mean, some of what I think this may be resonate with her.
Right.
So I
You,
don't know if that would
do
be
you have her
something.
contact or do you know her
No,
or
Ken
no?
Ken Wachowski does, and she doesn't use Apple. She uses Droid Hooman, so you might be able to get to her.
All right, I'll message
I
Ken.
joke. Inside joke.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I've
that's
thought
great.
about thought about Tulsi. I've thought about the other person I've thought about quite a bit is JD Vance's wife, Usha Vance. Just
Mm.
even Melania. Yeah, any of these like sort of like women who are in this administration. I thought they might be the right people to get to. So thanks for
And,
that, Doug.
and the
Thank
other thing is you talked about the 400 seconds. In 2015, I wrote the 6 Minute War in the Middle East, or Education, Prosperity, and Peace. And I was reading about Malala, the girl who stood up to education and shot by the
Yes.
Taliban. That would be someone else maybe to reach out to, to see if she has a voice in this area. I really liked her United Nations speech that she gave. So that would be another one. And, in fact, I ended my this article in saying, if we help to educate the women, maybe that will keep men from blowing themselves up, because
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Yeah, as bad as Iran is, Afghanistan is just so much worse. It's just
yeah,
unbearable there. So, no, that's
yeah.
great, Doug. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Doug. Ken Dubner, go for it.
My microphone better?
Yes,
All right,
perfect.
great.
Perfect.
Hooman, I think I might have seen it on that last one you did, but do you put a website? Do you put a URL to go to find out more?
Yeah, I usually put a QR code. The QR code sort of tells you about the at Rice University, they would not let me put up the QR code, but yeah, it tells you about the mural, it tells you what's on the mural, it tells you the website, if you want to contribute, all the stuff. So yeah, I
Also
put it.
have one with just the website for, not everybody clicks. University guys, they do that, but there's a lot of people who would just say, okay, oh, that website, I'll go to that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can do that. That's
Because it's
great.
it's a complicated subject and it really catches me emotionally. But I'm thinking if I didn't know anything about it, I'd want to know more now. I'd be like, oh, so to find out more. And I have some stuff to suggest to you offline, and I'll share in front of everybody.
Oh yeah,
I'll talk
absolutely.
to you.
Yeah. I'll message you my contact.
All right, bye.
And I will connect you to if you're not connected already. All right.
Dave, I have a question for you real quick. What you just displayed, Human, could we get a copy of this, Dave? Is it recorded so I can take it up there and send it to someone else?
It is streamed on our YouTube channel. I'm going to put the link in now, and I'll definitely text it to you as well, Lionel.
Great, thank you.
Mhm. Okay, Dan, go for it.
Yeah, Human, given all of what you've done in Israel, what came up for me was, are any of those contacts able to connect you to the Israeli ambassador here in the US or the consulate? And they already have, and I know I would think that Trump would love this kind of a thing to rub it in. So, given your contact on the Israel side, I think the ambassador is probably easier to get to than Tulsi and maybe some of these other people that are swamped at the moment. So that's my
No,
suggestion.
that's a good point, Dan. So let me just address that real quick. So I had the Ministry of Foreign Affairs connect me to the embassy in DC. The woman has just pushed me off for 2 weeks. I mean, I text or call her almost every day, and so I can't seem to nail the woman down. I will try again this coming week when I'm in town. Often you have to be in town for them to want to see you. And you're right about Trump. The reason that this would be attractive to this administration is the Islamic regime of Iran has tried to do um, publicly 3 assassination attempts on Trump and privately another 3. So 6 in
Right.
total. And so I think this would be a really great way to stick it to the Islamic regime.
But I'm wondering if somebody in Israel couldn't call the consulate for you and get to the right person as opposed to the gatekeeper.
Yeah, no, I did have that happen. If it wasn't for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that mural wouldn't be up at Rice University. They're the ones that sort of ushered that in as well.
Oh, cool. Okay, thank you, Dan. And we're getting very close. We do not talk politics or religion at WITI. We're right next to the edge of the envelope, but that's all good. Jay, welcome. Go for it.
Yeah, Human, just a quick sort of morbid question. So if they don't kill the women, you're saying they blind them in one eye, but without destroying their beauty or anything, and then let them walk around for years as an example of that you should not show your hair and stuff like that?
So that's right. Yeah. So they've blinded 600 women and I don't know, a couple
Like a
hundred men.
medical procedure kind of thing or
No, they
whatever?
invented a little gun. It shoots out the eye, but it doesn't go into the brain. So they have a very specific tool for this. They're also able to figure out a way to fire a regular gun to just destroy the eye, like almost across the face. I mean, I don't know how much you want me to describe
I mean,
here.
that's horrendous. Okay, that's like,
Yeah, it's pretty rough. So yeah. But yes,
Yeah.
it happens. And you can, by the way, all of the stuff that I'm saying, you can look it up. Just type in Islamic regime blinding women in Iran and you'll see 1,000 articles. You'll see videos on it.
Yep. Okay, thank you, Jay. Anyone else? Questions, comments? We can do another set of breakout rooms after. Noah is here.
Hey,
Noah,
just
go
first
for it.
first of all, I just want to I want to say like Human, thank you so much for all of your passion and your enthusiasm for this and being able to do this. Not a lot of people would put their own reputation, their own life in danger, and it speaks a lot and it's very inspiring. And we all know that what you're finding right now with DC with all the red tape and everything. And this is not an Iranian issue. This is not a DC American issue. This is a world human rights violation that's taking place. So beyond DC, is there any other countries or places that maybe some people in the room might have connections to that you're hoping to get more murals out worldwide?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you, Noah, and thank you for those super kind words. I want to get it on any college campus in the United States. So, I wasn't going to tell you this, but I went to 6 Christian universities, all who say, we love the Bible verses on the murals. We love what you're doing. We stand with you. And over a 2-month period, all 6 of the Christian colleges went from a hard yes to a hard no. And so if anyone knows any board of trustees or any presidents of any universities, that would be great as well. Yeah, I just but that's really the only other place that I'm sort of thinking. I have been asked by Sweden and Spain and France and a few other places, but once again, if money wasn't an issue, I'd literally be on a plane 24/7 unveiling a new mural somewhere in the world.
Is there any interest in Australia?
I think so. Listen, if someone will pick up the tab, 100%, yes.
Just because there is the film festival in Queensland that honors this exact subject, that I've actually I'm a finalist in, that's coming up in November, I
All
believe.
right,
But
congratulations.
you know, I want to take that opportunity because I can't make it out there, but I want to take that opportunity to say this is the person you really should be, you know, inviting to speak, whether it's remotely or to fly you or whatever, because I think that that's going to be your audience to really be whoever shows up there, to really be able to say, hey, we know somebody that, you know, that we should talk to about. So we can talk more about that. But I'll send you the link to the festival, and then, you know, I'll prepare something. I think that would be a great opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know the date of the festival? Is it September? Is it coming up?
I think
Oh,
it's in
November.
November. I think it's November. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
check again.
Yeah, yeah, just let me know. Let me know. Thank you for that. That's a
Absolutely.
great idea.
And in the US now, Human, you still have the mural up in Berkeley, correct?
Yeah. Berkeley, LA.
Not the school, but right. It's
Yeah,
on,
the
and
city
then
of
there's one
Berkeley.
in downtown LA too. So if anybody wants to know about those, go to Human. I put Human.tv or whatever the URL was. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Human.tv
yeah.
is in it's in the chat. Anyone else? Questions?
Actually,
Comments?
sorry, the event is from the 16th to 21st of this month.
Mm,
So it
that's
couldn't come.
yeah, I won't be able to make
Well, what I'm saying, but even remotely to be able to call in on Zoom, because I think a lot of people are coming from around the world, and it's in Brisbane at a university where it's taking place.
Perfect. I would
Yeah, that would be amazing. Thank you.
No problem.
we can
Yes.
send them this. We can send them this YouTube too. Thank you, Noah. Okay, Carolyn, go for it.
Sure. I was going to say, David, with your Hollywood connections now, wouldn't it be great to get a short movie about him or something and show that at a film festival?
Absolutely.
And also, I was going to say something else, but now I can't remember what it is. So never mind.
Right. Like, look, all these things come down to let's find somebody to fund these initiatives. But I do want to use our AI movie stuff to bring the murals to life for sure.
Carolyn's back. One more.
I
Go ahead,
remembered
Carolyn.
what I was going to say. So have you tried something like a GoFundMe site?
I have, yeah, yeah.
It didn't work.
Well,
I mean, I raised $6 grand, but you know, each mural costs about 10 grand. So yeah.
Well, for those sites to work, you have to have people going out and selling them. So you put one up and then ask all of us to recommend it to our friends and things. If you just do it by yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. And also, how about a news story on you? Like,
Yeah, there have been quite a few. You know, when you do 17 trips to Israel in 21 months, you get quite a bit of press. But, you
in
know,
the US?
I got some press in the US. The Houston Chronicle covered the mural in Rice University.
Well,
I
you might want to try the Washington Post.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
And you can go in and show them what you've done and what the reaction has been. And I think they're pretty right wing now. So you
Sure.
can always stick it to the Iranians. They've tried to kill Trump how many times? 10 times.
Yes, yes.
yes,
Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. That's great. Thank you.
we can. Yeah, but okay, but thank you, Carolyn. It looks like you might have your new PR person there, Human.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Anyone else before we'll do maybe another breakout room? Okay. Um, thank you, Hooman. We're gonna
Thank
keep
you guys. Thanks for listening to all that. I really appreciate it.
we'll keep this going. Let's all think about as we we'll do one more breakout, but it would look a lot of these things, especially with the universities, is just getting connected with people that will that knows somebody or whatever else. So let's do some breakout rooms and then we'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, David. So I'll see you later.
Good night, Jeffrey. Thanks for staying up.
Yeah, good night.
And for all those views on YouTube, thanks for joining. WITI.